Yay, it's strawberry jam night. Yeah.
We're pumping up the jam.
Yeah, pumping up the jam. Chicken's happy. It's not chicken.
It's always like that when it's not chicken.
Yeah, chicken's really happy with no chicken.
It's like that movie Babe.
Yeah, right.
Christmas is carnage. Christmas is carnage.
Hi.
Hey. So when the world is going to hell at every turn, what do?
Make something sweet.
Something that makes you feel good, like
Jam.
Jam's the best. This is the first jam of the season.
Yeah, totally. I am in the mood to make strawberry jam. I want to use it for a lot of things. One is for cocktails.
Ooh.
And then I have an idea, of course, for cookies. So that's probably going to happen this week. But I also like it in my yogurt in the morning.
Homemade jam with fresh, delicious fruit. That you can put it on.
It's the best.
You can put it on ice cream.
And it's super easy. I'm not doing pectin. I'm not doing any of that stuff. It's just basic jam, and a lot of fruits will just tighten up on their own. You don't really need to add pectin and, feel like you have to go through all that trouble. So
yeah.
And nobody needs any more trouble right now.
More sucky things happening right now.
Oh, we're burning up over here. I don't know if anybody out there's been watching our loverly fire situation here.
It was so bad. It smelled like the worst barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible, and
it smelled so bad last night.
So hard on the senses, and then of course nationwide we've got serious troubles, horrible gun violence, horrible wars happening. Horrible stuff happening in the government.
Democrats having strokes. It's just like, oh my God, what a time. So I always say sweets will help. So I'm going to make some jam, and you'll be surprised. It really doesn't take that long.
I'm very excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
Jam makes me happy.
Yeah, it's true. So I was thinking about a lot of combinations.
Okay.
I settled on chamomile and lemon for my jam tonight.
Why is that?
Because I want to make a lemon cookie, and I'm going to put the jam like a lemon shortbread cookie, and I'm going to put the jam on those. So that's why I settled on that. But I almost made ginger. And so I'll just give you, and I also thought about rose hips, which I have from my rose bush. And strawberry rose hip jam would be great. But there's a lot of flavor combinations to think about. My mint is coming in, so I thought about strawberry mint. My thyme is looking beautiful. You can use an herb combination. So there's lots of different ways to just sort of make your mind think about different flavor profiles.
Yeah, and what your gut is telling you want, need, and desire. Listen to it.
Listen to your gut.
Your
gut feels so much better.
Guts are for more than just
Yeah. So that's right. So this is a thing. I'm just going to show you this little trick I have been using. I have this super great peeler, vegetable peeler, and I can very lightly run it across the top of my lemon. And it doesn't get the white pith on it. You can see.
I have that same one. Is it an OXO?
No, this one's a KitchenAid.
Okay.
And so before I use my beautiful organic lemon that I washed, I'm going to run my vegetable peeler along the whole lemon, and I'm going to pull the peel off, and I'm going to let the peel dry. So when it dries out, I can grind it up or chop it up and put it in with salt and make like a lemon salt for grilling this summer, which is wonderful on fish. And that way you're not wasting this is because this has a beautiful rind on it. So it's just a way to not waste that part of the fruit.
That looks like a lemon that you didn't get in the store. Did you get that from somebody or?
No, the lemons were gorgeous.
Okay.
Yeah. They just happened to be really beautiful when I went to go get them.
That one reminds me of like when you're in Palm Springs or some kind of community.
Yeah, somebody sends you lemons.
There's a lot of citrus, and it's just a world away from what we normally get in the store.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So, and then I have this beautiful organic chamomile. It's in this jar. It's not this jar.
Okay.
That's
not de Provence.
Yeah,
okay.
No. So the first thing I'm going to do is put it in this blender, and I'm going to grind up the flowers really small.
Ooh.
So I'm going to use about 1.5 tablespoons of.
This is going to be a calming jam, Debrianna.
It is. Make you sleepy jam.
Wait, cheer up sleepy jam? No, cheer up sleepy jam.
And just for the heck of it, since I peeled this lemon, I'm going to add 2 strips of the lemon peel in with the flowers, and I'm going to grind it all up.
Okay.
In my blender. And that's going to smell divine. And I'm going to use that in my, oh, look. See, it's like a powder.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God, it smells so good. So I'm going to, let's see, put this in here in my saucepan.
Okay.
And I already got my strawberries ready. So these are, this is a 16-ounce container.
Okay.
And these are sliced, not super thin, but thin, you know, like probably 1/8 of an inch.
Okay.
And I'm going to put those in there. I'm going to guess that's about 3 cups-ish, something like that. But it's one of those 16-ounce containers.
That's not going to be enough for my jar.
What?
What about my jar?
Yeah. You'll get some. I'm sure you'll get some.
All I need is a baby jar. I have those little baby jars.
And then I have 1/2 cup of water. That's going in there.
Okay.
And now I'm going to do the actual lemon juice. So, of course, the lemon squeezy's making an appearance.
Hi, Lemon Squeezy.
Yeah, we love the lemon squeezy.
We could have had a character named Lemon Squeezy that had voices.
I know, it's true.
A lot of missed opportunities.
Yeah, well, you never know. We're still coming up with T-shirt ideas, so we may end up doing that. There's 2 tablespoons of lemon juice going in.
Hey, everybody, we're thinking about some merch, so.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, we've got some fun ideas for T-shirts.
Yeah. Every day you want to just scream an expletive on a T-shirt, basically.
I know. It was funny because I went to the march, and you did too, on Saturday, and they had all these organizations had T-shirts there that they were just giving away, and I'm like, thanks for the T-shirt, but I guess it means we're not going to stop marching, are we? This is 1/2 cup of my vanilla sugar going in here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that always makes it better. Vanilla makes everything better.
I just realized I've been marching for 35 years.
And I felt really bad seeing all those women there who are like, I have friends in their 80s.
Well,
they were out there marching.
We talked about this. When I was 20, I saw the 80-year-old, and I was like, surely, better world coming. Yeah, we're young. We can do anything.
I was happy to see a lot of young people at this march because it's often in Santa Fe for sure that you don't get them out at marches. And
no offense.
No offense, but
to anybody who's doing any kind of on the ground work, you're all goddesses for sure.
Yep.
But it's like, you know, the young people have to come out, and we can
Have to.
now because we're middle aged. But you know, it's like that.
We're old.
Okay, no, what we can't be middle aged. We're not gonna make what the double is right now. So
I know, right?
Middle age. Okay.
Okay. That smells so good.
I wish.
All right.
you could smell
So
it.
I'm going to let this simmer for maybe 5 minutes when it comes up to temperature. And then I have the weirdest potato masher you've ever seen. But it's an old one. It's an antique one. Look.
Oh yeah, I remember those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has a wooden handle.
It's seriously old.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. So I'm just going to let this in here simmer, and I'm going to smash it around for, you know, probably 10 minutes or so. It's going to get thicker and kind of glossy. And here's the thing. If you're not going to, you know, use it right away, you can put it in the freezer. If you use those straight-edged ball jars, they can go in the freezer. Just make sure you leave some headroom in there, because when it freezes, it expands. But then you don't have to worry about canning.
See, I always do what you just said because just the cleaning is a lot, you know? It's a lot.
And I sometimes use freezer bags, and I lay them on a cookie sheet flat, so everything freezes flat, and then you can just like line them up in there.
Well, as we all know, that's hardcore, okay? And only certain people do that kind of thing. But hey.
I know. You know me, I'm the freezer queen.
You are the freezer queen.
Freezer queen. But, you know, the other thing is you're probably going to want to eat this within the next, you know, it'll probably last at least 2 weeks in the freezer. In the refrigerator. So you cannot imagine how delightful this smells with the chamomile.
Mmm.
So I think I just posted my recipe for the Linzer cookies on our Corona Kitchen page.
Okay.
And that's the basic recipe that I'm going off of to make the next round of cookies, which will have a more lemon flavor.
I'm here to tell you, as a recipient of those cookies, they're just, it's the type of cookie.
I'm kind of into it. I'm like, and here's me. I don't really eat cookies, but but I love baking them, and the whole like idea of the flavor profiles have just like got me so intrigued.
Well, that particular Linzer cookie that you make, honest to God, I could eat 50 of them.
They're so good.
They're so good, and you just want more. Like, it's impossible to stop. Thank God you only give me 3. I make
a few at a time.
Because otherwise, it's just forget it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to taste one of these strawberries. Oh my God, those are so good. So I only used a half a cup of sugar, and I use, you know, organic sugar. I'm not sure how I think you could do it with honey too if you really wanted to. But I don't know, it might be a little soupier. So you might have to let it go a little bit longer.
Honey does something. I will say this about the jam. I think personally honey's for the glaze. And if you're going to do the jam, I think it should be sugar because
you gotta kind of go with the sugar.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to show you what this looks like.
You kind of do.
My husband, the cameraman, would you like to see how this looks in the pan?
Here we go, flying in.
Flying in to the jam pan.
Flying in.
We're jamming. It's a jam shot.
Oh, that looks beautiful. So you're keeping it chunky.
Well, and right now I'm smashing it up,
okay.
You know, with the potato masher. But yeah, I like it to have a little body to it, but you know, you do you. If you want to strain it, you can. But if I'm going to put this on yogurt and stuff like that, I want it to have a little body. But this is going to simmer and break down for at least, I would say, 10 minutes. So that helps break it down.
Can we talk about seeds for a second? For example,
Mm-hmm.
like raspberry, you would strain, but strawberry, no, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, they technically this has tiny bitty seeds on the outside, but they're not like raspberry seeds. Yeah, raspberry you'd want.
Raspberry don't want to eat that. That makes it bitter. But this, I wouldn't strain it.
Mm-mm. No, I wouldn't strain it.
Okay.
Like, this would be great. Like, if you want at this point, if you wanted to add in like a thyme or a couple strips of thyme, if you wanted to do like a kind of a savory edge to it. There's so many things you can do. It's such a great base. That's my story.
Is that it? Is that it?
Yeah. You're just gonna let it simmer and then let it cool and put it in a jar.
Wow.
Delicious, people.
That is so easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yum.
Yes. I mean, it's super easy with fresh fruit in season right now. Coming up through, like, you can do this with apricots. You can do it with peaches. None of those need to be strained. Super easy.
Cherries.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's saying my cookies are heavenly. I don't know who, but thank you.
Who could that be? I bet you it's Patricia Strout. Am I right?
I don't know, maybe. But thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, that's my story, and I'm going to put up here the huge things you can do because we need to do stuff. Absolutely do stuff now. We have to. I was on a call today with Beto O'Rourke because, Texas is our neighbor, and I really want to help him win. So I phone bank with him, and there's a group now called Women for Beto, which is trying to help Texas because they have draconian laws over there. So I'm working to help Beto. I can phone bank for him. But there's lots of things you can do. These groups have lots of things you can do. I could add Daily Coast to that too. They've been super active. Move On. There's a whole bunch of things that are happening. We have to do everything we can. Everything.
It's when you look at the grim details of so much stuff. I mean, reproductive rights, the gun thing never goes away. It's not going to
go away till we do something, and the only way we're going to do something is if we elect more Democrats. Hello.
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
All of the things with the redistricting and gerrymandering. I mean, there's just the list is endless. But
we can do it. We can overcome this, and we can band together and make this happen. I fully believe we can take back more of the Senate and continue to take the House back into a larger percentage. We just have to get out there and vote.
You have to vote. It comes down to
and help other people do it.
At the bare minimum, knowing you're registered and ready to go, and getting some other people to go. Santa
Fe, we have a primary coming up June 7th, I think. So start looking around, see who you're going to vote for. Let's get it done, people.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I want to do a shout out to some Mandela students here in Santa Fe. Kate, Seamus, and Josh, who I drove home today.
Seamus' birthday yesterday. We had a party.
Yeah, we did. We went bowling. It was really fun. But I wanted to take shout out to these kids who are doing this IB program in high school. It's a lot of work. They're so dedicated. They work so hard, and they're just amazing kids. I mean, and then all of our kids that are trying to just make it, and life amongst ongoing pandemic. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So I'm really proud of our community for working so hard.
Yay.
Nurses. Teachers.
I know our hospital is full now, the St. Vincent's, because of people evacuating. for the fires here.
We got fired. We got fired.
We have fires everywhere you turn, man.
We're sandwiched in a smoke sandwich.
Right.
It's very scary.
Yeah. So onward and upward. Uh-oh. Yes, I know. Los Alamos is in a set position. Well, the good news about Los Alamos is if they have to evacuate, the army will come.
We all know what's in
Make jam, people. Make jam. It'll make you happy.
Just don't try to breathe. Do what you can. Just absolutely do what you can. If you can't physically be there or do something, if you can't physically do stuff, you can always donate money to amazing organizations. Just don't stay idle. Keep going and stay aware and focused, you know, on the prize, which is democracy.
Yes. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us, you guys.
Yes. Thanks, everybody. I'm just so happy for friends like you, Debrianna.
Appreciate it.
So happy for friends like you and Corona.
Yeah. We are a great community. Thanks.
Thanks, everybody.
We'll